All right, I think we're live. I think we're live. Um, so I was kind of excited today because I got a new controller in. This company contacted me about 2-3 weeks ago and wanted me to take a look at the GameSir G4 Pro. Now, third-party controllers are, a dime a dozen. Who really cares? Yeah, this one has, one of those phone clip things, so you can put your phones on it. But that wasn't the functionality I cared about. Yes, it can be used on PC. It doesn't say Xbox, but I presume you can make this work on Xbox. It doesn't say that it works with Nintendo Switch. It advertises Switch. Let me see the exact. What are the exact things it advertises on? Does it say on the outside of the box? No, it does not. It comes with this manual. Here we go. So that's the different language instructions. So it advertises that it could be used with the Nintendo Switch, a mobile phone, a PC, and then Apple Arcade as well. But I presume it could be used with Xbox. Xbox is just using a modified version of Windows 10. So I'm assuming you can use it with that. It probably works with PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 as well. After all, it is a Bluetooth controller, and you can wire it in. There's no reason that it shouldn't work with those. It even comes with a nifty little USB dongle. If for some reason you're having Bluetooth connectivity issues, you can always plug in the little USB dongle and call it a day. I was excited about this controller, though, not because this is a controller that you can use on multiple platforms. There's a lot of those. I mean, pretty much any third-party controller from Logitech or any other company, you can use on multiple platforms. This is why I was excited. It has magnetic ABXY buttons. So, say I'm playing Xbox right now, which is what it's set up in right now with A at the bottom, right? ABXY. ABXY. That's what we're used to with Xbox. On Switch, that's not the case. On Switch, you want to remove... Here, I'll show it over here on this camera. You want to remove the button. You just kind of pull up over here, and look, the A button comes off. You want to switch the A and B around for Switch, right? So you want to put B at the bottom, A at the side. So you can kind of do that. There's B, and then there's A. So I was excited for this because I could use this on multiple controllers and change the button layout accordingly. That's what I was excited about, that it had this ABXY button layout that you could just quickly pop out these buttons and change. That, to me, was an exciting feature that does not exist on most third-party controllers, and these buttons feel nice, so I thought it'd be cool to give this controller a look to see if it's worth it for people that are like me, that own multiple platforms, that would love to have just like a jack-of-all-trades controller that does a little bit of everything, and you can quickly switch the button layout so then you have native button layouts. But it doesn't work. It doesn't charge. In fact, I'll plug in the cable right now to show you guys it doesn't charge. So here's the cable plugged in. Over here, right here is supposed to be a battery indicator lighting up. And as you can see, there's no lights or anything. It does not charge. It arrived dead on arrival. I've already emailed the company and told them, hey, your controller arrived DOA. That's not a good look for your company. But maybe you should, send another one. It's okay. Defective products happen. I decided, though, instead of just holding on to this controller until a new one comes and then mentioning in the product review or look that, hey, look, this is the original DOA controller, just so you know, in case you get a DOA one. I think they sell them through Amazon, so you can return it, all that jazz. I decided to figure out why it's not working. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear, there's something shaking and rattling in there. I'm not sure how well you can hear it. Now, at first I thought it's just the buttons, right? Because these two buttons on the inside, I thought were just loose. Because if you run your fingers over it, see, it kind of sounds like it. But when you hold them in and you hold this other button that's a little loose, there's still something shaking in there. So I don't know if there's a wire disconnected, a broken clip. I don't know if did they forget to put the battery in the damn thing. It's got enough heft to it that I don't think that's the case. But I figured, you know what? Let's open this thing up on live stream and see what we can figure out about what the hell is wrong with it. Because I was excited about this controller. So I got my little I fix it kit over here. We're going to take this thing apart. First thing I need to do is pick off the back area. So we're going to grab this, and I think I don't want to waste the Phillips. Do I have a pokier? Let me see here. I don't really have good lighting in here right now. I know it looks fine on camera. It looks all bright and everything. It's not that bright for me. This one looks like the one I want to use right here to kind of pick at it a little bit. So on the back, bring it up to this camera, you'll see that there's 4 little coverings that are clearly covering screws. I see no other noticeable screws, so I think that's where we're going to start. So let's take these off. Oh yeah, there's definitely some screws under there. That is squishy. All right, good. And those are just like pieces of rubber. So those are really easy to put back in. So that's nice about taking this controller apart. It's easy to put back in. And there definitely is something under there. I can grab my phone here and turn the flashlight on. Oh yeah, there's a Phillips head screw. So they're using standard screws. That's always nice when they're using standard screws. You don't have to use any special bits then. All right. There's that. Ooh, this tool is bent. To be fair, this tool is not meant for what I'm doing. It is not a prying tool. So I'm kind of not using it as advertised, but that's all right. All right, there we go. All right, yeah. That's all right. The tool is still in one piece, so we'll just put it back. All right, let's get to the Phillips head here. I think this long, little, skinny one should do the trick. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So you can find this on Amazon. I'm just going to set the screw here. I don't know how many screws are going to end up being in this thing to take it apart to see if we could figure out what the heck is going on. I'm hoping that it's just like a battery cable disconnected. It's possible there's a defective board. You know, I don't really know. I didn't build this thing, so I'm not really sure how it's put together. Could be a frayed cable for all I know. Where did I get this from? The company sent it to me, and I'm sure they are not happy that immediately I am breaking warranty and taking it apart because they sent me a dead controller. To be fair, your guys' fault for sending me a dead controller. I was legitimately excited for this product and really hoped it was going to like turn into a really neat video on a really unique controller. Is there not a screw down there, though? Screwed on there. Oh, there it is over here. That's the other screw. So yeah, this controller has removable buttons that you can rearrange that are magnetic, and I thought that'd be really neat to, like, if you're someone who plays on like a Nintendo Switch or Wii U and you want to like switch between that and Xbox and PC, that you can move these ABXY buttons around really quickly. I thought was a really cool feature. Now the question is, now that those screws are off, what's next? Well, let's lift this up, make sure there's no, plus if you game on phones, of course, you know, I was going to check out that functionality as well. We're going to pull out the USB that it comes with here. Let's set this over here. Yeah, I got a stain on my desk from, I don't even know what that's from. It's been there a long time. I'm not seeing any other noticeable screws. So I guess you start by just trying to rip this thing apart. See if it disconnects. Not seeing, yeah, this looks like it just splits in half. So let's, do I have to start prying around the edges? This might be one of those things you gotta pry open. It has a bunch of clips, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other noticeable places where screws would be hidden. And unless they're underneath these, are they underneath the removable buttons? Oops. No, they're definitely not underneath the removable buttons. So, all right, well, I guess we just start prying this thing apart. There's probably a bunch of clips. I'm just going to grab like a flathead here. Grab the other one here. I don't have any prying tools in this iFixit kit, so just looking in here. Yeah, there's no actual prying tools. So we'll do the method that I never suggest anyone uses to pry, and use a giant flathead and totally ruin the controller. Let's start down here, though, where there's like an opening, just to see if I can get anything free here. Alright, looks like we got one clip out there. Alright. I'm probably going to end up breaking the controller, by the way. It is just it's a $50 controller. $50 third-party controller. And a lot of these controllers are extremely hard to take apart. Like, you really have to pry on them. Because these controllers aren't really built for maintenance and to take apart. Like, you're just supposed to buy it and use it, especially these rechargeable ones. You know, like the Switch Pro controller is not that hard to take apart. These third-party controllers, a bit more difficult. So I'm not seeing any. I think it's just a bunch of clips. I have 4 screws out, yeah. All right, maybe we'll try from the back. There's usually a trick that usually things slide in. See, it snap back together there, so. Sucks, too, because, you know, you're doing damage to the controller prying it open like this. Again, you're not meant to take these apart. But they're also supposed to work when they arrive, too. So what's it stuck on? Or it could be a ribbon cable, too. What is it stuck on? Where is it clipped in that it's not coming off or screwed in? I hope they don't have a hidden screw underneath this rubber. That would suck. Like, I can understand if there was like a screw right here. But I'm not seeing any more hidden screws. Figured it shouldn't be that hard to take this plate off, this back plate off. But we'll figure it out. What's the point of doing this unless you're gonna have a little fun, huh? Even if I can't get this thing back together because I completely break all the clips. Interesting. I keep snapping back together. It's like, you know what? I bet you there's a screw somewhere underneath the sticker. So there is a sticker here. Let's look here. Bet you there's one somewhere in the middle. Maybe that's what's holding together. Screw in the middle. Let's take this pick looking one and see if we can get this sticker up. So I'm sure there is a screw underneath the sticker. So it looks like there is not a screw underneath that sticker. Like I thought there might have been a screw here holding it together, but there is not a hidden screw. Interesting. Like I thought this thing was. Hold it up for you guys. So I thought that little indent was a screw, but it's not. That is not a screw. I don't think. No, that's not a screw. So it appears there's no screws underneath that sticker. So I just ruined that warranty sticker for no reason. Man, they did not make this one to come apart. There is a reset button, but that's probably pushed all the way down to the board. This is not something they ever intended to come apart. But we're going to get there, even if I have to break this thing. See, like, I have it unclipped there. You can see that. That's unclipped. So I guess maybe if we just... Oh, see, I clipped it back in by accident. Dang it. Stay unclipped. Is there a way to take this thing off? Probably not. Not without breaking it. Oh, boy. Well, I'll say this. It's strong build quality on the outside. I mean, I can always take a hammer to it, but then I won't really know what's wrong with it. I've never had this hard of a time prying something open. Let's set this bit aside. Let's get another flathead up in here. Use both my available screwdrivers and kind of wedge from both sides and kind of see if I can notice anything. I see the board. I'm not noticing anything in particular. Smash it up. I mean, that's always the end solution is, you know, if I can't even get it open, let's just smash the hell out of it. Now, I'm comfortable taking apart electronics, so, like, this isn't an issue for me usually. So okay, so it's somewhere stuck up along here. Somewhere along this grip line. Must be some pretty strong clips. I mean, Jesus, is that just one solid piece? It might be. No, there's got to be screws holding this in. This has to be separate because it separates at the seam right here. Yeah, it separates at the seam. Well, where's the old hammer? When in doubt, get the hammer out. That's what I always say. This is not a controller I particularly care about. Not a controller I particularly care about. So I'm disappointed that it came dead on arrival. And I'm sure the company will probably not send me a replacement after they see this video. First off, we'll try a hammer pry here. Let's get this open. Let's get this open enough for the hammer to get in. All right, I'm going to try a hammer pry. Oh, come on. I'll stick it in the edge over here. All right. Oh, come on. Wow, dude. How long has it been going? Not that long, guys. Oh, come on. It feels like a two-person job, what I'm trying to do. It's not broken. It is now. We'll get it. Guess I could always try a pry from over here. Man, this thing is like, what's this thing made out of? Concrete? Damn. Like, I am I mean, like, look at this corner. I am mangling the hell out of this thing. It is not opening. I keep feeling like I'm missing a screw somewhere, but I'm not seeing one. See, I'll slip and hit the keyboard. Yeah, I'll be all right. I'm a professional control. I'm trying not to hit the top because if I can get it to work again, I might as well try using it. Well, it never worked in the first place. If I can just get it to work. Look at that, the damage to my desk. See that dent in the desk? It's okay, this desk has seen better days. Need to get a new one. Oh, man. Was it still comfortable to hold? No, it doesn't hurt my fingers to hold, so there's that. Except for right here. I could sand that down. Oh, what the hell? Man, is this made of, like, antimonium? The hardest of hard plastics? Watch out for my phone. My phone's a tank. My phone's a tank. It could take it. God, am I really about to smash it? Like, I know there's rumble motors over here. So I don't want to damage the motors. I mean, at what point do I just give up and sacrifice the controller just to get inside? And then I'll do so much damage to it, I won't even know. What happened. Like, this R1 button's got, you know. I mean, these buttons aren't even pushing in right now. These buttons. These top shoulder buttons aren't pushing in anymore. Which doesn't mean I can't fix that once I get in. I mean, these triggers still work. But I'm sure, like, you know, something's just depressed in there. Ah, man. I'm getting a really good wedge. If I could just... There's definitely a screw somewhere. There has to be. No clip is that strong. There has to be a screw. Maybe I gotta dig through the plastic. That is not the screw bit I thought it was. I was like, why am I... That's really digging in. That is not the bit I thought it was. This is the bit I wanted. Well, that's about how well this controller deconstruction's going. Ho 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 ho! Oh, we got battery leak. We stabbed the battery. Woo woo! And this, folks, is why you do not stab the back of a controller. You see this? You see that? That is the battery. Woo! That is what you call a success, everyone. Woo! I'll be right back. I gotta take this outside before it explodes. Woo! All right. Oh, man. So goes the end of that controller. Not that that controller ever had a life anyways. Sorry, I'm looking for some paper towel, which I don't have. So, I just have a dab of battery acid, a couple dabs on the... I don't want to touch with my hands. That's the end of that. Woo! Hey, be careful with the control. Well, that's the end of that. That controller is definitely dead. That was not... And you can see some of the battery acid if it'll focus. Kind of see some of that black on there. That's the old battery acid. No, you shouldn't wipe battery acid off on your pants like I am. I'm just cleaning the bit off so I can touch it with my hand and put it back. And this bit back. And this bit back. So, that was a pretty short-lived stream, huh? I almost burned my house down. Nah, I didn't almost burn my house down. But that is one of the dangers of lithium batteries, is if they get punctured. It's actually better to puncture than overheat a lithium battery. Puncturing a lithium battery is just going to have it leak, whereas overheating can cause an explosion. I know I was overreacting about the explosion. That smoke was because the acid was burning the plastic. It wasn't because the battery was about to explode. I kind of overreacted there for a second because I almost got some on my finger. I've had battery acid on my fingers before. It's not a fun experience. Can you get high off that? Well, it's definitely got a unique aroma, that's for sure. Could you get high off it? Probably. But I took it outside immediately because of the gases. So, right now, GameSir G4 Pro. What can I tell you about the GameSir G4 Pro? I could tell you that right now I cannot recommend buying it. It has arrived at my house dead on arrival. So it didn't work in the first place, and it is a very, very difficult controller to take apart. I've never struggled that much taking a controller apart in my life. Now, I'm actually curious if it feels like there was a screw I was missing, but I just, for the life of me, could not find it. Let me find GameSir G4 Pro controller teardown. Let's see if somebody's tore this down. There's reviews of the swappable buttons. But anyone actually tears down? See, none of these videos have anyone tearing this thing down. Tearing this controller apart is not something people are doing. Here's an older version one. Yeah, this is not the same version. This is a prior version. But maybe it'll show how to tear it down. Right now it just shows it already apart. Let's see if there's something I was missing. See if the design's similar. Yeah, this is not the same controller. This is an old one. Yeah, there's... Okay. Yeah, the screws aren't even in the same location watching this video. Let's see what happens after he gets the initial 4 out, though. Okay, got the 4 screws out. Oh, yeah, he's got a hidden screw under the sticker. See, I did not have a hidden screw under the sticker. Yeah, he's wedging the shit out of it. Yeah, and his just popped open. Yeah. That is not how this controller was doing it. Tried that. Yeah, there's just no teardowns of this controller anywhere. There's just some reviews. Sucks, because I'm looking at these reviews, and, like, looks like people are enjoying the controller. Unfortunately for me, I got a dud, and that dud is very difficult to take apart. I have taken apart, guys, hundreds of controllers. That's only the second time ever I've pierced a battery. I've only pierced a battery one other time. Unintentionally. I didn't mean to pierce the battery. So this controller, I have no idea what to tell you guys. I don't know if it comes DOA all the time. I'm sure they're going to be sending me another one. And if they're not, because I destroyed this one, that's all right. Not a good look for their product right now anyways. It is not user-friendly for repairability. I can tell you that as someone who's experienced at repairing electronics. Not user-friendly for repairability. Not worth the hassle for a consumer at this juncture. But I'm sure they don't normally arrive dead on arrival. The fact I've seen other people's reviews on YouTube tells me that other people were not getting dead units, but I did. So, is what it is. Sometimes things do not go my way. And that's the case today. Liquid metal cooling Xbox Series X. Got it. Did it. No problem. Repairing this piece of, not really piece of crap, I should say, but this built like a tank third-party controller that was never intended to be taken apart. Yeah, we pierced the battery. Crap happens. So yeah, short stream. Let me just say hi to everyone in the chat, then bye to everyone. So Hemkesh Chanupi, the amazing Raptor, Sabario. I'm gonna change the name of the stream. This is what happens when you pierce a battery while taking a you pierce a battery in a game controller. We'll just change it to that because it was a failed attempt. It was a failed attempt. All right. That's it then. Short and sweet. Nothing. That's the end of the stream. Nothing happens now. Controller's dead. All right, folks. Peace out.